folks, welcome back to another episode of 𝙔𝙤𝙪𝙏𝙪 𝙏𝙀𝙁. Of course, I'm your host, Sig, where it's zero sweats, all bangers every day here on this channel. And of course, we're here to test out meta ops via loadouts. So today's going to be a little bit of a different episode, but still going to work the same. So if you're new around here, let me break this down for you. This is how this series works. I'm going to roll into matches with a hot meta build, which I get from like social media or websites, DMs, or comments, or during my live streams over on TikTok. I will then run it through real world scenarios such as Resurgence, Battle Royale, Plunder, big maps, and little maps. And we're going to test it out. Again, I'm not a sweat, I'm not a tryhard, I'm a very casual player. I'm doing this for the love of the game and enjoying the game itself. I'll break down what works, doesn't work, what flops, what doesn't flop, what you should include right away into your loadout, and what you should just avoid altogether. Basically, we're trying to see if these latest Warzone classes really pack a punch or simply just look really good on your digital screen that we call phone, tablet, or computer. Again, I can't stress this enough. I'm a very casual player. I don't care if I win or lose. It's not going to destroy my day. It's not going to ruin my day. I'm here for fun and to simply take a break from reality. So keep that in mind. This is from my perspective, and it's an opinion. I'm not saying these are facts. I'm saying based upon my opinion. But you can think of this as a stress-free laugh, fast and fun, and all about helping you get those highlight-worthy moments from your streams and content yourself. So without further ado, grab your favorite snacks, drop your favorite playlist, and let's jump into today's meta op. It's time to find out if your next favorite Warzone class is in this video, with no sweats required. So without further ado, it's time. Let's go. All right, so this is going to be a little bit of a different type of operations. Well, yes, typically we do meta classes, meaning a loadout, specific weapons with very specific attachments. We're going to do something that's been asked in comments and live streams and other social media platforms, as well as DMs. So here's what's going to happen. Instead of a meta, we're going to test what I would call an age-old question. Which is better, controller or keyboard and mouse? So this will be a very, very simple episode. I'm going to play one game with keyboard and mouse. I'm going to play another game with controller. All right. So it'll be up to you to decide which one you believe. I will post up in the top right section of the video. It will say like game one, and underneath it, it will say whether or not this is keyboard and mouse or whether it's controller. And I know there's going to be some people out there that's like, well, how can we tell? We're just going based upon your word. I promise you, there's a stark difference. There is. The only constant that I will use will be the exact same loadouts. I will work with the exact same drops no matter what. And of course, I'll be on a computer. So I cannot control the enemies. I cannot control the ground loot. I cannot control pretty much a lot of things that are going to happen inside the game. The only thing I have any real control over is whether or not my aim is great. And as we can see from previous episodes, it's a rough times at times. So today's episode is unique as we are testing out keyboard and mouse versus controller, and finally putting some perspective on it. I've played with controllers in the past. I still play with controllers now. I primarily am a keyboard and mouse player. It switches in between games. So I feel like I'm very well versed on both, that I should be a good representation, I guess would be the best way to put it. But again, it's all opinionated. It's all based upon my own perspective. There's people out there who will forever die on the hill that keyboard and mouse are the weakest players and they are the shittiest players, when there will be people that have the exact opposite, saying controllers are the most broken players, the crappiest players. They basically have a built-in cheat because the aimbot, like, it's aim assist, not aimbot. It's all speculative. So keep that in mind. I'm going to let you know from my perspective which one I believe. And then at the end of the video, of course, I'll lay all out on the line. So without further ado, game one is coming up, and it will be with keyboard and mouse. Game two will be with controller. All right, again, the only thing that will remain the same is the loadout option that I choose, and I will show you what the loadout option is. All right, you'll see it in game. You'll be able to verify it and be able to look that it's the exact same thing. Other than that, yes, you do just kind of have to take me at my word. I'm not gonna have a camera pointed down showing my keyboard or a camera pointing at my controller. It's a lot of work, if I'm being honest. But so you'll definitely be able to tell, I promise. But without further ado, here is game one of keyboard and mouse versus controller. Let's get after y'all. All right, we are using keyboard and mouse. So I'm going to go to the blue boat then. Keyboard, mouse. Not left out my keyboard. LC10, alright, good start, good start. Really good start.
Your squad mate is redeployed. Well done.
Wow, really? The kilo? No names. I think we're gonna trade the site before it.
Spotted a gas mask. Inserting additional armor.
I go with boats most of the time. I think I've said this in like every freaking video this week. Is I go with the boats because more so than not, there's often a loadout box nearby or on the boat. And I found that to be kind of the best way to get your loadout, of course.
Your squad mate went AWOL. Inserting armor reduced.
And that's not always the case, but again, I've had the luck where it's more often than not. If I can't get a loadout box, I typically have enough money to
Switching mag. Marks remain in operation. Down. Your squad is safe zone. You've got gas moving in. Enemy destroyed. Use your tac map to hunt down the rest of them. I'll fly. Collecting your gas.
I'm just shy by like $200.
Good kill. Marking the rest of that squad on your tac map. Get hunting.
And now I have enough for a loadout.
Confirmed. We've located the rest of them. Friendly loadout is on the way. Frag thrown.
we're gonna go with the loadout, the 𝙁𝙤𝙝 and the 𝙎𝙤𝙗𝙚 Imperium.
Enemy UAV is online.
Oh, dummy.
Located the rest of them.
Oh, look, a loadout box. This 𝙎𝙤𝙗, I did an episode, and it was pretty fucking gnarly. If I can hit with it.
Remaining operators from that squad. Hunt them down.
Everyone? Alright.
Reloading.
Oh, nice.
Good kill. Marking the rest of that squad on your tac map.
Yeah, I hit record. I guess we're gonna go to control.
All squad mates are in the safe zone. Gas is closing in. Enemy UAV overhead. Enemy AO.
I just heard somebody fly in.
Target down. Marking the rest of them.
I don't think he was ready to be bought back, my guy.
Use your tac map to hunt down the rest of them.
So someone is definitely below me.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Somebody like right below me. No more.
Target down. Marking the rest of them.
Oh, I have to reload. Shit. You're just gonna stand there and let me kill you?
Fire sale active. Buy station prices have been reduced.
Oh my god.
Remaining operators from that squad. Hunt them
That was so rough. Good type either. Goodbye, Santa.
Enemy destroyed. Use your tac map to hunt down the rest of them. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Kill. Marking the rest of that squad on your tac map. Get hunted. You're in the top 10. Keep knocking them down. Target down. Marking the rest. None of your squad is outside the threat.
What's this thing do too?
Fire sale's over. Resurgence has been deactivated. This is the end game. Supply crates have been restocked.
Good, somebody got her.
Hostile UAV in the area. Using equipment.
Always have to reload.
Only 4 remain. Good job. 5 squads still operational with
Oh! Damn! Gas is moving in.
You're in the top 3. Don't let
Go,
up.
go, 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 go!
You're in the last 2. Now finish it. 3 squads left in the war zone. Stay alert.
I don't see anybody. Oh, now load. Ah, there you go.
All stations. No enemy movement detected at this time. Area's clear.
It's a pretty solid round. Pretty solid round. Alright, so that was keyboard and mouse. Game 1, 22 kills. You won. 𝙁/27, FJX Imperium. Disgusting combo. I personally love it. I think that's what I'm going to rock during my live streams, which will actually be happening after I record this. If you want to tune into my live streams, you do need to head over to tiktok.com/@7worksig. All live streams are there. So let's tune in for game 2 using controller. Let's get.
The area. Watch the sky.
Alrighty, this is game 2 using controller. It is an Xbox controller, so there's always going to be someone that's like, you're not using PlayStation, you're not using Xbox, you're not using... I don't care. A controller is a controller. The only ones that make a difference are those elites that have back bumpers, and I can't even bash on those because of the macros and micros, because I have a keyboard. I have macro and micro buttons all over my keyboard. Let's go. They go control. I'm going to go boat. Again, like I said in game 1, boats often have loadout boxes. Blech. Oh, I already hate this. Siren out of my hands. I think I don't want to buy me. Good. SWAT.
Thanks for the work. UAV overflight terminated.
Hey, just shot at. Alright, well, not on the boat. Oh my god, I had to work on this. Oh, that was a real player. Oh, I need to change my...
Your squad made it to the safe zone. Gas is closing in.
Woo!
Squad mate is redeploying. Well done. Loadout drop headed your way.
Exact same loadout I had in game 1. I feel like I'm way too bloody close.
Enemy soldier incoming. You've got a loadout drop inbound. Good kill.
I forgot what my steady button was.
Attack man. Get hunting. Loadout drops on the way. Squad mates back on station.
I got the pigeon!
Destroyed. Use your tac map to hunt down the rest of them.
3 freaking loadouts on the map. Not even upset.
Mark remaining operators from that squad. Hunt them down.
God damn.
You have reinforcements inbound.
My aim is what's atrocious, honestly.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Says someone dropped in near me.
Gas is inbound. Located the rest of them. 10 remain. You're almost done.
What's that?
Mark
Did you say
remaining
something?
operators from that squad. Hunt them down. Enemy soldiers incoming.
How dare you move?
Good kill. Marking the rest of that squad on your tac map. Get hunting. Marking down. Marking the rest of them. Enemy
Oh my god.
𝙁𝙤𝙜𝙚.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Not done yet. We need every hand.
I'm gonna die rezzing this dude.
Hostile UAV.
Piss me off.
Fire sale active. Buy station pricing slip.
Hostile contacts.
Enemy dropping into the AO. Resurgence is about to end. Make it count.
Switching
Can't shoot or shit. I gotta figure out the sensitivity.
self-revived mark.
Your squad's in the safe zone. Got gas moving in.
Shit, no, 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 no.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Your squad mate's back on station. Good work. Fire sale's done. Prices are back to normal.
He's up here. That's good. I don't like that X is my reload. Or X is my, or Y is my switch.
Resurgence has been deactivated. This is the end game. Strike rate is load up.
Self-revived mark.
If one of you dummies do not pick that up.
Switching mags.
Be advised. That squad mate's outside the safe zone. Only 4 remain. Finish the job.
SATCOM. Care package on my location.
Top 3. Don't let up now. 5 squads still operational in the AO. Now finish it.
Oh, it's 4v1.
Squads left in the war zone. Stay alert. Primary objective complete.
Alright, I mean, 2 wins, 1 on keyboard and mouse. Oh, what an insult to injury.
Delinquent.
I hope that was a bot. That was a real person. Dirty. Alright. That was not a bad game. I think I only had... Yeah, I only had 12 kills. Which is still a lot. So, yeah, let's do the wrap-up and let's talk about this. Alright, let's get after it. Alrighty, everyone. There you have it. So whether you're playing on controller or keyboard and mouse, Yeah, I'm not lifting my keyboard up. It really comes down to one thing and one thing only. And I don't give a damn if it's, you like having the joysticks so where you can have a little bit more better control of your ADS. I don't care if you prefer the mouse and keyboard because of more keys and you're able to like manipulate macros and micros. None of that really matters because what it comes down to is this preference. I love using keyboard and mouse. I can get used to controller very quickly. I do have to finagle the sensitivity because I've noticed that the sensitivity for a controller is drastically different than the sensitivity for a keyboard and mouse. What I mean by that is if you saw when I was doing quick edits during live for a controller, I was having to jump between like 1.5 to 1.7 trying to find my sweet spot. At times it felt too slow, at times it felt way too fast. And for like keyboard and mouse, again, that's a 0.2 difference, 0.2 of a difference. That made a huge difference for a controller. But then on mouse and keyboard, 0.2 difference is for me not drastic enough. Like it's massive when I'm aiming down sight using ADS, of course, but not so much when like I'm just looking and perusing. I had to still like swipe a couple times, but I still fluctuate a lot on keyboard and mouse with like my sensitivity depending upon what weapons I'm running. For this series, I think I'm at like 1.35. I think. When traditionally I'm at like 1.75, 1.8 if I'm doing my normal pre 6-minute Merc Ops series. If I'm running snipers, I will run at a higher sensitivity. If I'm not, then I lower it because I look like I'm a spaz. That's fine. So, do I have a preference? Of course, I'm gonna keep using keyboard and mouse. I like it better. I like the functionality of it better. I like the capabilities of it better. I have more options. I love controller. Don't get me wrong. I love this is actually my controller. I love controller. The only thing I don't like is having to do a double function button or press and holding for a different action. So having one key be multiple actions, I'm not a big fan of unless it's like to slide or crouch or go prone. That I understand because it's the same movement capability. But for example, I have my tactical and lethals right here for the bumpers, and then these are my aim and shoot. But at the same time, if I push both the bumpers down, then it's my perk or my special thing. I forget what it's called now. For me, it's X. So if I had like an armor package or a care package, I have to press and hold both of those to activate it, and then I throw it. Whereas mine, I just have an individual button for it. It's X, and I press it and I throw it that way. I don't like having to give up two buttons for that. You can definitely map this, and again, that's where those elite controllers with the bumpers and macro buttons on the back come into play. And for those, I would say that's probably the only one that I would personally say competes head on with the keyboard and mouse. But functionality wise, I will take a keyboard and mouse any day over a controller for this type of game because of the fact that again, each one of these buttons, I have a button. The joysticks right here are my mouse. My mouse has their own button set as well. Like I'm just not a big fan of controllers, but at the same time, they're good. Like I can't shit on them. I'm not going to. I'm not gonna say absolutely switch your keyboard and mouse. No, rock what you're comfortable with. Rock with what you want. Uh, Keyboard and mouse wise, you don't have to have a fancy keyboard. You don't have to have a gnarly keyboard. If you know how to program a keyboard or have the software to do it, you don't need anything special. But it's you have more options. So roundabout way, this is just me almost talking my ass at this point. I feel like regardless, use what you're comfortable with. Everyone else, if you don't agree with it, shut up. Shut the up. Like, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. If you're comfortable using a controller, use a controller. If you're comfortable using keyboard mouse, use a keyboard mouse. kind of like console wars, this war will never cease to not exist. It's always going to be there. People are always going to whine and complain about the other side. Controllers have it way too easy. Keyboard and mouse have it way too easy. I will say aiming, like recoil controller, hands down controller, because I can manipulate with the slightest of touch, whereas a mouse I have to be very careful with how much I pull back or slide, because then the laser moves it everywhere else. If you had a tracker ball, it's probably a little bit easier. If you don't know what a tracker ball is, probably too young. Sorry. So recoil control, I will say controller wins hands down. Functionality, capabilities, macros, micros, and just having ease of use, keyboard, mouse. Up to you. And FPS, by the way, recoil control is kind of a big deal. So, anyways, that's all I have for review, people. When this airs, it will be Friday, August 1st. No videos on the weekends. I will be back on Monday. Do not forget to tune in over on TikTok at 𝙤𝙪𝙏𝙪𝙗𝙚 for all the live streams. They have been guaranteed Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. Central, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. And then starting August 18th, we will have more lives kicking off over there as well. And that will be, I'm talking like 5-6 times a week, technically. If not 7 times a week. So we'll be having a lot of lives happening over there. So make sure you tune in, hang out over there. I know whoever has YouTube typically has TikTok. Whoever has TikTok typically has YouTube as well. So go check it out. Make sure you follow everywhere. Subscribe here for more content, and hopefully my application that I put in goes through and I get approved. And once I do, then maybe we'll be back live streaming here too. Who knows? But that's all I got for you, beautiful, amazing people. Thank you so much for tuning in, hanging out, chilling out, relaxing with me this episode. I do greatly appreciate it. Don't forget, comment your favorite loadout down below, whether it's toxic, trolling, legit, really good, epic, whatever. Comment, let me know what your loadout is. I will run it and make a video out of it. And hey, if I pick your loadout, I will tag you, or at least mention you in the video to make sure, because I do know not everyone's account is set to be able to be tagged, so, or mentioned. So that's all I got. Thank you so much. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Till next time, everyone.